So, guys, do you want to exchange those cupcake recipes that we were talking about just a little bit ago?
Sarah's don't know what to talk about.
I just want to switch to talk about the Nintendo Switch for now. What about you guys? Why eating
Nintendo Switch?
cupcakes?
Alls I
Why
know is
What is
the
that?
Nintendo NX.
Oh yeah. They changed the name. Like they switched the name into the Nintendo Switch.
Are you sure it's not a light switch?
Oh, that it might. Yeah, it might be the Nintendo Light Switch.
Why did we even go through with that intro? That was the stupidest freaking idea.
Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lady Gator to you, and today I'm joined by.
Green Cobras Gaming, like always, the best man in the house.
And Light Switch.
And I'm a
Which happens to be
pineapple.
the James
AKA
Rolls.
the James Roll.
And I'm a pineapple. Also,
Is that-
fear me.
Yeah, which happens he's actually the James Rolls, and the pineapple's laying it to you.
Yep.
And I'm just Green Cobras Gaming.
If we did face cams for these videos, mine would just be like a cartoon pineapple with the head moving up and down.
Future
Oh,
later
wow.
Gator to you. Get on it.
All right.
Yeah. Stop about talking about cartoons. We're talking about NX.
Well, anyway, back to business. Nintendo kind of had a major thing happen earlier this morning. So, they announced
Switched
the
it up.
NX. So, do what?
It said they switched it up today.
Yes, they flipped the switch on NX News by announcing that the NX is no longer the NX. The NX is now the Nintendo Switch. Which,
Yeah.
contrary to what we said earlier, it is not a light switch. It is a game console, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Now, be specific. It's a hybrid game console.
It's the
Yeah,
younger
hybrid.
of video game consoles.
The hybrid in Dominus Rex. At least it's not like the human or dinosaur hybrid that Jurassic World was originally gonna be
Yep.
with machine guns.
Anyway, back to the Nintendo NX. Switch. I'm gonna keep calling it NX. I apologize.
Don't worry, a
Um,
lot of people are probably
Yeah.
going to call it that until like a year
Yeah.
after the console releases.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Switch, not the NX anymore.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I've been calling it NX all day instead of the Switch. But anyway, back to you.
all right. So, how we're gonna be structuring this video, aside from us rambling about random stuff like Jurassic World or whatever, I have a list of questions that I'll be asking James Rolls and GreenCobrasGaming. This is just like the E3 prediction and reaction videos that we recorded a few months ago. You can check them out if you want. But as for right now, we're gonna be talking about the Nintendo Switch. So,
Yeah, switching it up this time.
the first question: what are your first impressions on the Nintendo Switch?
You
You can go first.
Okay. Well, it's awesome. There's one word that describes it. It's awesome. It's just amazing and awesome. I mean, I can see why it's called the Switch because it's a hybrid and can switch between the console, playing on console handheld, and
That's why it's
take it-
called the Switch.
You're
No
just
way.
realizing this?
No,
Oh my god!
no, no way.
I literally just realized it now.
Wow. Wow, really? Yeah, you can just switch between the hybrid, can switch between the handheld, playing it with the handheld and playing it to go on and then you can play it on your TV. And also, I love how they have like the different like detachable parts that you can add to the controller and everything. And you can also play on the classic controller and everything. And it looks just amazing, just amazing. And some of the stuff they announced, which I'm not gonna say some of the stuff announced until later on the later questions in the video because it's probably saved for other questions about the games and all that. But just it looks amazing and everything, and play on the go and then play it at home as well. Like, good job, Nintendo.
Yeah, my first reaction to the Nintendo Switch. I caught myself. The first reaction to the Switch. I missed the initial reveal by about an hour and like 5 minutes. So when I immediately woke up and I had a fried brain of just waking up, I watched the reveal, and I've watched it a couple times over since then. But my first initial reaction upon seeing the name of the console itself, I was excited, and my sentiment of excitement was shared by plenty of people, and we'll probably get into more of that later, because there's a certain interesting factoid that I want to bring up about how Nintendo was benefiting from the announcement now. But yeah, when it was first revealed, I was excited, and that can probably be stated from every single person, even throughout the entire gaming industry. Lots of we'll talk about this more, obviously, but lots of third-party developers were sharing their excitement over the reveal. Gamers in general were sharing their excitement. It's the next step in innovation for consoles, and who else but Nintendo to do that? So I was very excited, and I cannot wait until it is finally on store shelves in March of next year.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. And also, like, I loved like how they had like the music in the trailer and everything was pretty awesome too.
Yeah, that song was catchy.
I know, I was like, oh my god, yeah. I saw the trailer so many times. I've probably seen like 10 times already, or even like 100 times today already. And some of the times was just so I can listen to the music sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really the music was awesome as well. Now to lay gear to you.
Alright, so just like the James Rolls, I didn't see it when the trailer was first released. I saw it like an hour or so after it was released. Um, so I wake up and I turn on my phone to look for the video and just watch it while I'm still in bed, and like my eyes are I'm still half asleep, so I'm not really reading any of the names. I'm just looking at pictures and stuff. So when I do pull up the video, and I see Breath of the Wild, eyes open. I was like, okay, Breath of the Wild is on here. Okay, what do he feels about this game? Ah, he's sitting on his couch playing the game. Okay, that's pretty cool. Breath of the Wild still looks amazing. What is he doing? Why is he breaking that controller? Why do you take the thing out of the base? It's a portable gamepad! It's a portable gamepad! That's all I wanted from the next system.
Nice.
Because, so the past couple months, whenever I would talk about when it was called the NX, and when I would talk about it, I would say that I really hope that Nintendo would expand upon the idea of the gamepad and make it portable so you could take it everywhere with you. And that's what they're doing with the Nintendo Switch, so that makes me really excited because I could play Breath of the Wild out of my house. I could take over to a friend's house and have them watch me play the game. This is just awesome.
Yeah, that'd be nice to play Breath of the Wild, like at someone's house or like when you're traveling. It'd be nice.
And fanboying aside, I do have a concern about it, and that's the battery life. Because the gamepad, as awesome as it was, it doesn't really have the best battery in the world. So I'm a little concerned that the new controller is going to replicate the same problem. Now, obviously, the charging dock that connects it to the TV, that's going to charge it, obviously. But I'm a little concerned about how long the battery is going to be for the controller.
Okay.
Especially since it's a high definition display.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Hopefully, they have a good enough battery life. I mean, if they have, that would be nice if they have plenty of battery. Hopefully, that's not the problem.
Obviously, it's just rumors, but it turned out most of the rumors about the NX were true. But a rumor I saw after the reveal was that the battery life for because the LED screen that you can detach and play on the go is what Nintendo's technically referring to as the actual console. The dock that you see in the living rooms and everything, obviously, like later Gator you mentioned, is a charging station for the screen, and obviously it has connectivity for HDMI through the television, and it has a little nice green light to show when it's connected. But a rumor I read is that the battery life of that LED screen is like 4 to 5 hours. So, kind of hit and miss for me on that aspect.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially if you're traveling, like the guy on the airplane in the video, unless you have a really quick flight or you can charge it. I guess people would just take the base and like plug it into an adapter in a car or something also. But 4 to 5 hours kind of turns me off as far as the battery life goes. Hopefully that's rumor that's not very true.
Okay. I also got a question about like the portable screen.
Yeah.
For you guys.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you guys think it's gonna be touchscreen like at all?
No.
Like what?
Because obviously things can change because the initial reveals of the gamepad weren't to sound really. They were sort of similar to the final product, but as far as I saw in the video, it didn't look like there was a stylus attached to the Switch. So I guess that would mean it's not gonna have touchscreen controls. Maybe some games could implement it, but I think Nintendo probably would have announced if it would have touchscreen stuff in the press release that they sent out, and I don't think they said anything. So unless they're being super tight-lipped about it, then I seriously doubt it's gonna have touchscreen. What
about you, Lady? Get to you.
I really want to say yes, but the thing is, the 3 games that we know that's coming to the Nintendo Switch that were already on the Wii U, Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, and Breath of the Wild. Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon didn't really use touchscreen controls at all, except for Splatoon's ability to have you super jump over to another character. But Breath of the Wild, did they ever say that the gamepad would have touch controls for the Wii U version of the game? Because they already said that the Wii U and Nintendo Switch are pretty much the same version.
I don't think they've said anything. I think it's just a map for the gamepad.
Yeah.
But obviously it's interactive a little bit because you can place like the bulletin points, kind of like in a Link Between Worlds, where you can place a pin on a place. So I assume it'll just be a little bit different in terms of the Switch, where you use one of the controllers that they officially call the Joy-Con. They're calling those things the Joy-Con for some reason. But if you can probably use one of the Joy-Cons and use one of the sticks to like grab it and press a button to grab a pin or whatever and then place it on the map. That's probably what they'll end up doing. But yeah, as far as I know, I don't think really there's much touchscreen stuff for the Wii U version, so...
Okay, yeah, well, at first I thought there could be some touchscreen touchscreen, some form of it for it. But I know I was talking to one of my Votech people, like the students I was go with in my class, and talking about the internet. Not the Switch. I almost said the NX again. Switch.
NX? What is this you're talking about?
Well, but because I was thinking they probably will have like touchscreen, because I was thinking it's gonna. Because when they first announced it, I thought they were gonna be like gonna have like the portable thing's gonna have a touchscreen, but I was talking to someone and they think there was not going to be a touchscreen because of because when you put in the dock, you can't really play the portable device. Really, I mean, you don't see the screen anymore on the portable device section of it. You put it on the dock.
That is a good point.
I didn't even really thought about that until he said that, because I was thinking there would be some form touchscreen stuff for it, and which actually leads to a different, kind of sort of leads to a different question later on that I might talk about. Because we first were talking about something else, which led to me talking about touchscreen and everything. So yeah. So they might. I mean, when we were talking about that, and when he mentioned the dock thing, I said, I guess you got a point there. But before that, I was thinking there's gotta be some form of touchscreen.
All right. So my next question is, what do you think of the idea of the Nintendo Switch being a hybrid system, acting as both a home console and a hybrid, and a handheld thing?
Well, I love the idea. Like, able to play on the go, and then play the same games at home. Amazing. Like, oh my god, yes. Yes, Nintendo, yes. And that's pretty much my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we've experienced this already thanks to the 3DS, so it's not like it's a really fresh idea, because we've had Game Boy Advance, well, going back to Game Boy Color, really, but we've had handheld consoles before, but I don't know, it does feel a little different because the Nintendo Switch is built to be a home console, but you can still take it on the go, and the screen is still the screen is 720p resolution, so like it's basically the Wii U gamepad, but more suited towards the experience that you would have for a 3DS. Yeah, so it's very weird but exciting to finally, for the first time, really, to have a home console that you can play elsewhere on the go. Like, it's a very weird feeling because of being used to handhelds, especially from Nintendo. And if you aren't a Nintendo fan and you're more so a PlayStation fan, you're used to the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, or the PlayStation Vita, which has some connectivity between the PlayStation home consoles. Not like Nintendo's doing, though, where it's the home console, but you can take it on the go. Like, there's just interaction between the home console and the portable system. So it's very new territory. And like I mentioned before, it's gonna be very interesting to hear further details about the the Switch, because I'm very excited. That pretty much sums up everything that I feel about the Switch. Just pure excitement.
Yeah, and I know the Vita, like the PlayStation Vita, they had like the thing where you can like play on like the games that you have on the PS3 and PS4 and stuff. You're able to play on the PS Vita with like the service they have, the crossplay thing they had with the Vita. Some of the games, because I know they had some games where you just can like buy one version and you can play it on the Vita as well.
Yeah, but with that, doesn't your PlayStation Vita need to be connected to the internet for that to work?
I believe so.
Okay. And also, you had to have both the Vita and the PS3 or PS4 to have crossplay. Here, it's just one whole system, as in the Switch. You don't need that.
Yeah, it's just one whole system, and you don't really need it to be connected to the internet to be able to play the game, because the controller is the game console.
Yeah. Sweet. very, very cool and sweet.